Hello, my name is Erika Qureshi. I am a doctoral student at the University of Utah in my final semester as an oboe performance major. This semester I was able to participate in the Early Music Ensemble, where we focus on instruments which are from the Baroque and Renaissance, though that wasn't an issue with the Baroque oboe because it wasn't created yet. The oboe was first designed at the court of King Louis XIV in France. He wanted to move what was previously the sham as a double reed instrument, an outdoor, very loud and raucous instrument, to an indoor setting to be a part of an orchestra, because he was very much focused on the beauty of the arts and dance and music. And so hence we have the Baroque oboe. The contemporary oboe and the Baroque oboe are similar in that they have double reed, which means there's two pieces of cane that flap together, and they have a general similar shape. It did evolve a little bit as time went by, but most noticeable is the difference in the keys. The Baroque oboe did not have the key work yet. It had not been established, and so it's more similar to a recorder with tone holes, and instead of moving keys to change which holes are open, you just adjust which fingers you move. And so the fingering combinations are very different. Also different is the reed itself. So right here we have the contemporary oboe reed, which is much more narrow and it has much thinner cane. It's scraped thinner and is much more defined, versus the Baroque oboe is thicker and wider and generally more wonky and unstable in regards to pitch. You also have to change how you use your embouchure and your air, and it's a very different style of playing. And I guess that's it. It's been a wonderful experience to spend more time with a Baroque oboe, very humbling. Every time I put it away and I get out my contemporary oboe, I feel like a superhuman because all of a sudden I know how to play again, and it's wonderful. But as time has gone by, I've really learned to love the haunting tone and the beautiful sound of the Baroque oboe. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Benjamin Drysdale. I am a cello performance major here at the University of Utah, and this is my third semester playing with the Early Music Ensemble. This, as you might have guessed, is not my instrument. There's no end pin, there's many more strings, and the bridge is much flatter. This is a viol de gamba, called that because you play it on your leg, or gamba as it were. Now, aside from an elongated peg box and many more tuning pegs than I'm used to, there's frets. These frets, much like a guitar, will make sure that if my fingers fall on anywhere in between the frets, it'll play that pitch. This is also tuned similarly to a guitar, in fourths and thirds instead of in fifths like a cello. This has been quite a challenge to learn, and I'm still learning, but it's really fun to play in the Early Music Ensemble.
Good afternoon, my name is Janice Bunker. I am an organ performance and flute performance major here at the University of Utah. This year, I am in the Early Music Ensemble with Lisa Chaufty, and they don't play organs in the Early Music Ensemble. Instead, they play harpsichords, which I had never played before this semester. The harpsichord is different than the organ, first of all, because it has strings like a piano, although harpsichords were invented and used for hundreds of years before the piano was invented in the late 1700s. The piano did not really come into popularity until the middle 1800s. The organ, however, is a very ancient instrument like the harpsichord. The harpsichord uses a plectrum made out of a quill to pluck the strings. So as I press down on the key, it plucks the string. The harpsichord that I use in this piece has two keyboards, one down here that's louder and one up here that's a little softer. This harpsichord also has what we call coupling capability. In other words, I can take the top keyboard and push it in, and then all of the strings that would ordinarily play on the top keyboard will also play on the bottom keyboard. And also the keys go down, so it kind of looks like a ghost is playing, which I think is really cool. I really enjoy playing the harpsichord. The sound is very soft, and so in most pieces during the Renaissance and Baroque period, it was part of the continuo section, which means the harpsichord and a bass instrument like a bass viol would play the bass part and everything else would be on top. But really, they were the rhythm section, like you think of as in a rock band. The harpsichord and the bass viol were the rhythm section. I really have loved being in the Early Music Ensemble, and the chance to play this piece with Erika and Benji has been absolutely fantastic.